And I think because of my experience and your experience and the type of board we have, Cal Wellness, without even a hesitation, decided that it would play a role in helping fund the first state-supported reparations commission for the state of California. And I think that's just an example of how lived experiences of board members are so important in driving the agenda. I mean, I've talked with other CEOs who some have wanted to get involved, or others saying, oh, there is no way our board would touch that. But the experience that you're referring to just briefly is that as I mentioned before, I grew up in historically Black community of Alexandria, Virginia. The neighborhood was called Seminary because we were attached and adjacent to the Episcopal Virginia Theological Seminary, the flagship of training for the Episcopal Church. My elders, my ancestors worked on that property. They were good jobs. They worked as dishwashers, gardeners, cooks. And 3 years ago, the Episcopal Church acknowledged that not only had it mistreated my ancestors and others who worked with slave wages, but actually slaves had actually helped build that institution, and they decided that they were going to create, and they have created, a reparations fund. And my family, on my mother's side, has been told that we're eligible to receive reparations. And you would think it would really be easy, but it has provided a variety of differing opinions, both within my family and within the community, not unlike some of the discussions that are happening in California now. And, some family members, I don't want to touch it. Others saying, show me the money. Others are saying it's not enough. But it's those kind of discussions that we have, in the board room, which I have to say, Cal Wellness is the first organization, and I've worked with some great organizations. It is the most diverse organization that I have been a part of, both in terms of colleagues. Majority of our staff are folks of color, women of color, the majority of the board, folks of color, women of color. We actually have grantees, and it's really, the credit goes back to Gary Yates, a white man who served almost 20 years as CEO, who said, if we're creating this new foundation, why not have the people who work here and govern reflect the demographics of the state?